we're going to be playing host to the most immediate former representative of District Number 8, Montserrado County, a district where thousands of Liberians have been forced out of their homes owing to a particular court order and subsequent eviction and demolition exercise. The Honorable Moses Gray has been in the news for a couple of reasons, questioning the involvement of current Representative Prince Toll as it relates to the situation involving thousands of Liberians, specifically those in the district. What is it? What did he do as a representative when these kinds of cases pop up? How did he treat these kind of cases? What has been his role in the cases involving eviction, land dispute when he served as representative for 12 good years? How did he manage these cases? What is the former lawmakers' present assessment of the administration? The recent showdown by the president, what is his own particular take on it, especially the area of job creation? The Liberian leader showed the people that he created over 70,000 jobs, fed over 200,000 students in schools, provided over 198,000 opportunities for farmers in the country. We're going to be critical as to what he's going to make of all of those statements made by the president. These plus other critical issues of national concern, including his own political party, the CDC. What is the CDC doing? How prepared is the CDC? Recently, the chairman of the CDC made a statement that if anybody is contemplating on cheating the elections in 2029, they got to rethink. What is Representative Gray saying about that? Is he in alignment with that particular statement? What is his political party going to do to live up to the statement made by the party chairperson? All of these, plus many others, will form the basis of the presentation on 87.9. And so this show has been relayed on several community radio stations across the country. As a matter of fact, it's been carried live on several online portals. Report 231 is taking it from here. DNN News. DNN News is also having this live focus on Liberia, inside Liberia. Lata TV, Terria TV Online, Golden TV, and The Closing Argument. All of these online televisions, including Freedom Radio Liberia Online at Facebook, and also on YouTube. Wherever you are joining the conversation, the former lawmaker of District Number 8 is here, and we're going to be taking a break. When we come back, we run directly to Studio B, where the Honorable Moses Gray will be responding to some critical issues in the country. I want to ask you one question, now you give the rescue. Do not give him the people what they want, then you say you. Bringing shelter to your door. Stop me by and make a peace for them before. Liberia, on the center to interior. If you upset the stopping crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is a community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, old man Sam Sign.
Stop, make people bringing shelter to your door. Stopping crime and make a peace for them before. Stop Liberia, on the center to interior. If you upset the stopping crime for all of us. Stop, make people bringing shelter to your door. Stopping crime and make a peace for them before. Stop Liberia, on the center to interior. If you upset the stopping crime for all of us. Okay, let's have Grabson and welcome.
Good afternoon, Oliver, and I would like to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you. However way you're joining us, we'd like to say welcome to Freedom Hub on 87.9 FM. We have a lot to talk about today, and it is a wet day in Liberia's capital, so however way you're joining us, we'd like to say welcome as we have Honorable Acarous Gray with us in studio today. So it tells you how fiery today's edition is going to be. So we'd like to say welcome to all of you, our ardent followers and our viewers and listeners via radio. We'd like to say welcome.
Okay, so basically we're not going to waste more of your time. We're going to jump directly to Studio B. Honorable Gray, welcome back. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon and good evening to the people across the world in other countries, and good morning. And I want to say Happy New Year.
Okay.
Since 1 year ago,
a couple of months ago.
I said 1 year ago. Yeah.
Okay. The district is not politically stable, so I know I can ask you how is the district, but for the sake of the platform. By the way, today is Esther's birthday. Our HR, Esther, happy birthday. The show is dedicated to you. Why Honorable Gray is here too.
Wow.
Now, so we go directly to you. What is the status of the district? You are not a lawmaker, but you're the most immediate former representative. What is it? How is the district going on?
All right. The district is indeed challenged. All right. Not just politically, but even economically, socially, and politically. All right. With the level of injustice, lack of certain discipline, in terms of focusing on the welfare of the people. Yeah, you know, it has been 2 years now.
Okay.
Exactly 2 years and a few days. I've shied away from discussing
the district
itself.
Why?
I've asked all people to cooperate with the lawmaker and showing unnecessary respect, because we're once in our seat. Okay, and I think technically also is that when you leave seat, sometimes you provide a honeymoon period, a breathing space for your successor to do what he or she can do. Okay, that is very important. Nothing is fair enough. That our biggest focus has been on national issues of national concern, and those issues of national concerns, once they affect the district and the rest of the country, we'll have conversation on them. So, but I mean, the district is leaderless.
No, the district are a lawmaker. I mean, you can say the district is leaderless.
Look, you can be a head, or you could be puppet string. You know, when you become a puppet, there's a difference between those who are puppets, puppet leaders, and those who are stooges.
Okay.
Yeah. Those who are stooges are people who you use to do certain things.
The lawmaker was...
But no, let me just put it in context. Those who are stooges are people you use to execute what you want them to do.
Okay.
Those who are puppets are those who don't know what to do, and you understand, they're in leadership, and they are just being used by people.
So in the case of the district, where do we find the current lawmaker? Because you said the district is leaderless.
When the district is leaderless, it means you have a puppet leadership.
Princeton is a puppet?
Like Joseph Boga being puppet.
Are you saying, Representative Princeton, the man who defeated you and currently serves as the representative is a puppet?
Yeah, he's a puppet leader. He's just hanging there.
Why do you say so?
Because leadership has not been demonstrated. Recently, you saw what happened in state and community. And it's not only unique to Representative Toe.
Okay.
It's unique to the supreme leadership of the country, President Barkai.
Okay.
He lacks control over the state.
What you wanted him to have done?
And no, I will say this to you. Leadership comes in. People say the court ruling. Even the Unity Party condemned the situation, the Unity Party chairman. I don't know whether you read Luther's statement.
I read a piece, you say, in as much as...
Yeah, in as much as...
in line with the rule of law. He still doesn't think...
Excuse me, and I heard Unity Party, when I spoke that, look, respect the rule of law, okay? But there are remedies. There are your negotiation capacity, for example. I'll give you examples. I'll give you an example before we go to Satan. There was a court ruling for the entire War One community to vanish from the Basso community all the way to the University of Liberia.
Including the entire Richard Nixon compound.
Everywhere, Richard Nixon, everywhere, not just Richard Nixon, but the entire community.
Okay.
Okay. Look, we intervened, we negotiated, we stood our grounds. Because you are going to display maybe not less than 10 to 20,000 persons.
Okay.
And people just take that entire community, including the University of Liberia. The Johnson family claimed that entire area. Yes, Hillary Richard Red Johnson descendant.
How was that resolved?
Now, how will result? It will result on two fronts.
Okay.
The first thing, my presence was very important. When it was on a Sunday, if I'm not mistaken, okay, when the community people came to me because they were not notified according to them, I went there and I spoke to the sheriff. I spoke to those who were claiming the area, or I think one Josephine or other people who were claiming the area, and I told them that, look, let's be real, where these people will be going? They have nowhere to go. Kids are in school. You break down Richard Nixon school. You break down other areas. Where will these people be going? Okay, we have to sit and have a conversation. So better to negotiate and hold a conversation, and also to be forceful. There was a point in the district that I stood up. Okay, I marched in front of some of the yellow machines because I knew 10,000 persons going. That's part of your representation.
Okay.
I'm not saying you should be violent, but I went there and said, if you want to break the place down, yeah, example on 5th Street. They will tell you the example on 5th Street where the incident occurred. Okay, when you had the Echo Bank there, when they went to break that community, Ellington, Salif Town, the first time, then the second time, I went there and I stood up. I said, if you bust this place down, you're going to waste everything on me, and you're going to kill me today. So it raises concern. It's part of your advocacy, it's part of your representation. The government also had to step in. And then there was a point again, okay, that when I was on 9th Street, when I moved on 9th Street, the people came to me again. The same group of people that wanted that would talk the place down. The community people came to me crying. And I went there and I said, oh, you cannot do this. There are people who are claiming that they have these from the 70s, from the 80s, and all of those things. What we need to do, if we can handle the issue of the squatters and all the people who are willing to go, let us negotiate. So the process was halted. You'll be shocked that some tenants got 800 tenants. I'm not just talking about owners of properties. Some tenants got as high as 800 United States dollars individually. Some got 600.
Okay.
Some of the people who had some property but they thought it was shanty, they gave it up for $6,000. Some gave it up for $8,000. But guess what? The community people themselves were part of the negotiation. They sat down, they spoke to the people, because there is a tendency that as a lawmaker, you begin to put your hand in the poor money business, it will turn on. Okay. So they had a conversation that was resolved. That has some people left. So where you see fence on the main road, okay, opposite the Savillon, where you see fence on 5th Street, that was the place that we had a conversation on, and then the people peacefully left the area. Something here, somebody saying, look, it's private. Yes, places are private, privately bought, privately owned.
Okay.
Different times the areas are bought. Do I shift or blame on Eric Nangme that I've known for a lot of years? I don't shift or blame on him.
Okay.
People may say, oh, you know him. I don't shift or blame. I will tell you why. Look, this thing been in court. The government of the Republic of Liberia knows about this. Sometimes mercy can tamper with justice. From the time the place got broken, from that moment, the government should have stepped in immediately, looking at the humanitarian concerns of the people. The government of Liberia should have stepped in.
As a sitting lawmaker, what would have been your advice at that time to central government?
At that time, but now the central government has provided remedy for those. At that time, I will give an example.
Okay.
Opposite Sam Barbecue, there was a community right there. Right opposite Sam Barbecue, there was a whole community right there. Now they have some hostelry.
The old headquarters area.
Yeah, area there. One money, President Salif Town. One other really money, they broke that entire area down, the community. Someone a case. The late Munapen Onion Block was the representative of that place. We got together and say we were Ike. People could die, kids could not go to school. The government has a constitutional responsibility to protect lives and properties. Where life is in danger, the government comes in. Where properties are being destroyed, the government comes in to help in that direction, and also on humanitarian ground.
Okay.
Guess what? In as much as I oppose President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, she ensured that she had a conversation with those people. through their representative, they ensured that they provided substantial funding for resettlement at the end of the day. The entire government of the Republic of Liberia, the speaker passed there. The vice president passed through the area. The people went on the road. There should be a concern. I'm not supporting people to protest violently. You know, I'm not in that. Okay. But there should be a concern with the damaging pictorial evidence that has been paraded all on social media, non-social media, newspapers, for example, and the government officials read the newspapers every day. And somebody was even tear gas yesterday that almost went off. And you see ladies, people talking about their children, or school, and a church is broken down. Let's look at the school. The kids are out of school now. The kids are out of school.
Okay.
The government is under obligation under the Constitution to provide equal opportunity in education in this country. The President Boyka in a policy statement say no child will be on the street or left behind. So under the doctrine of that arrangement with the kind of expansion you say you want to do with the LRRC, you know, some resettlement and all of those things, where is the LRRC now? Where is the government of the Republic of Liberia? You will be shocked. Satan community overwhelmingly up to Jogbatan voted the Unity Party. Let me repeat, you heard a leader yesterday to say, with all my differences with Representative Acarous Gray, okay, I told you I would not vote, but once the people went in there, most of the time to break the areas down, I moved in, I identified with them, I stood with them as a representative. We're going to break that place down. I did not leave those people hanging. So it's not just Satan.
Okay.
It's not just Satan. There's a big crisis. You know what's going to happen now in the district? The public work ministry does not have any allocation to construct alleyways or pave them. But just wait.
We're going to talk about the Jalata along the river.
What is going to happen now? Almost 10,000 persons in district number 8 in disadvantaged community will be left alone to wander. No home, no shelter. Then this government is determined to destroy that. From Slipway, passing through Rasping Valley, going all the way to 12th Street, the government wants to use the main road as a presidential road. If you notice in the evening, by this hour, they were blocked between 9th Street all the way going to 24th Street for the presidential motorcade to move in safely. Now, what they want to do now, they want to divert the cars through Jalastan. From Slipway, some of the cars, they will put it through Slipway, come to Jalastan, the busing into Jalastan, going all the way to 12th Street area. They move the vehicles through there. They have no plan, no budgetary approval to pave that road or to develop that area. All of the people will just no absolute poverty, abject poverty, and they will be destroyed.
We'll go to the issue of the Jalatan, 12th Street, all of those places. Now, let's go back to the Satan area. You mentioned that if you were the lawmaker, you would have done a lot to ensure central government will come in and provide some help.
They have to come in.
You know, to the people. I read on the page of the current lawmaker, he said he was able to secure $3.5 million to help solve some of the problems that people are going through. I don't
want to be personal here. The lawmaker knew clearly. We're in a chat room. The lawmaker knew clearly that the place was going to be broken down. He said that. He's on record for that. He knew. He claimed that he met the community chairman. No, he claimed in the chat room that he met the community chairman prior to. It means the lawmaker showed insensitivity. Once he knew, he should have called. Once he knew, you should have called the community people together to prepare them. My brother, listen. 5 to 6 in the morning. What they told me, they said they saw 30 sheriffs, well-armed police officer passing into people's homes. It was concocted, it was calculated. I know about that. I can see that. Okay? The lawmaker knew. Iraq is not a bad guy. I will tell you this. People may have a problem with Iraq now, but Iraq is not a bad guy. I can tell you that for sure. He's one of the young Liberian entrepreneurs fighting on his own, doing a lot of things. He's a business guy. Iraq personally is not a bad guy. I don't know him to be a bad guy, except he changed overnight. But during my time, we had a conversation with him and partners, and we peacefully resolve the situation in that community, part of the community. But you'll be shocked. The demolition is not only restricted to that area. It's beyond now as I speak to you. It should go beyond. It should go beyond. So a whole community history. When you pass it through Jalastan going to Single on the right hand side, that history will become replete.
So your thing
that
is
my thing here is that the lawmaker neglected his responsibility. Someone said he went around and then he said, what can I do? The court has taken a decision. But you from the political party called Unity Party, the court took a decision, but they condemned the demolition. The party chairman condemned the demolition. Did you condemn it? Are you on public record? Did you stand with them? You go and take money behind the scene. You take the money, instead of giving credit to Mr. Dangbe and say, oh, Mr. Dangbe gave me some money. Yeah, they broke the place down, but because humanitarian reason, he had decided to identify who you are, you understand? So he pretended to the people as if to say he went and just got that money, or that he paid, that he 1 month pay,
this is what he
or
wrote.
2 months pay.
This is what he wrote. This is what he wrote. 2 days ago, he said, thanks be to God, we have secured over $3.5 million Liberian dollars for the victims of the demolition of over 2 acres of land in Satan community yesterday. We worked with the Satan community leadership and other stakeholders to prepare an accurate and verified list of those affected, including the church, and begin disbursement next week. We are deeply saddened by what happened yesterday, and we will continue to seek additional support and assistance for our citizens.
But excuse me.
That's what
but did he even provide the source of the funding? That ingratitude.
He just said he was.
No, that's the first ingratitude he showed to the people who are claiming the point. The next thing is that is he concerned about the welfare of the students? Those kids, those babies that go into school? Is he, I bet he negotiated with these people and said, look, you'll get out of the year and they will have maintained that structure. And the AFL guy was there, he negotiated and maintained the structure that he has for some time. Another family at home went and negotiated and maintained the structure. The presence of the lawmaker under the doctrine of representation is very essential. There are three cardinal responsibility: oversight, lawmaking, and representation.
So you think?
But let me tell you, you know who fights the citizens can run to? They run to the district lawmaker. They don't run to the senators. They all the electoral district sanitary places here. Guess why? Sanitary electoral. They run first to the lawmakers. They don't even run to the president.
Okay.
But the callous nature of the Unity Party government is what I'm discussing. The officials of government, people who help to vote for you, people who put you in power. Look at that lady crying. It's a Unity Party saying. Look at that. She put tears in my eyes. Despite, she said, despite the indifference we have with Representative Gray, he stood for us. Josh Weah administration, we have never allowed that place with the human heart he has for that place to be broken down under President Weah. He will stop there. He will interact with the people. I will give you an example. There was a moment in Jalastan, the people blocked the road. You know what they blocked the road for? Under President Weah?
No.
For electricity, they say transformers for. That day, President Weah probably would demand LEC to appear and produce transformer for them. That's government responsibility. The government has what we call eminent domain. Assuming our private people won the case.
Okay.
Assuming. The government can use eminent domain and pay the people off. Say you won the case, but the citizens, the welfare of the citizen, the government is on obligation.
You have advocated for that to have happened. Assuming
what this government should even be doing now, they should be building low-income homes for communities, for islands areas they want to open up.
I'm saying to you, will you have informed President Weah if this was your shoe, if it was your shoes? Will you have told President Weah, look, Mr. President, Eric Name won this place, he won the case, but people have been living here for a long time. Let's look at it.
Let me tell you what we have done.
We have done so.
The first time I had a phone call Eric Name, like I used to hold a phone call Josephine. I had a phone and call Eric Name like I did in the past.
Okay.
I was calling and I said, Eric, this thing cannot happen. Let's talk man to man. You can't do this. Let's go and sit. Eric, in my mind, we have been in a position to sit and talk to the people directly. Okay? He's not a kind of an arrogant young man. I know that because we interacted on the basis of that before. Other people, not just Eric, not just Josephine, but other people want major cases. Look, let me tell you this. Some people are happy that we are all because they will just clear most of the areas. Some of these areas, most of them are being bought by the Lebanese. I'm sorry. I mean, by foreigners, I don't want to say Lebanese.
Okay.
Okay. Most of the areas, some of the people are political business partners of the Unity Party-led administration. We are fully cognizant of that.
Have you been at the same time demolition site?
I made up.
Okay.
You know, let me tell you why.
Why don't you want to go there? You don't want to appear like you are running shoulders with the
No. I passed through there yesterday. Yesterday evening, I walked on 9th Street on the main road, then I came down and walked through the Jalastown, Satan Belt area, even went to the district office.
Okay.
Or down there. And I just talked to one or two persons. I told them there's a way. If they want to go to court, they can go to court because some of them get legitimate deeds. Okay? I asked them not to get involved into any violence. In fact, the reason why I even went around, because I heard the police had gone in and they had tear gas. An older lady, the tear gas went into her eyes. She almost went off. And I saw the visual evidence. So I said, no, I got to walk in and I got to even go there and talk to the police officer.
Did your presence change anything?
No, I just walked through. Actually, the situation had quieted down.
Okay.
Okay. But I want to use this occasion. Look, the government has a responsibility. President Boyka, Jeremiah Kuhn, the speaker, and I even, guess what? That night, when the incident took place, I even texted Sir Joseph, Senator Sir Joseph and Darius DeLong. Senator Joseph, he responded to me. Okay, I texted them and I said, look, you are the two senators of this county. And these things that are happening is not only unique to District 8, they happen, what the place name? County Hospital area the last time. They're going to seminary. You people are the senator. Sir Joseph, I remember, let me tell you this. Sir Joseph, why would the CDC? In Ghana, somebody said they were other people, AB Kroma and other people. So I went there and stood there with the people. Sir Joseph, there's a video I was looking at him yesterday.
Okay.
He went there and stood there as a senator. I remember when they were breaking the place down, I think that in the Johnsonville area or somewhere or school or so, he went there. He stood there. But the insensitivity of District number 8 representative, the inability to understand his cardinal responsibility and function.
They would have to go ahead and break the place.
No, there's a conversation you have. You got to negotiate. You got to have the skills of negotiation. You got to lobby. That's what they elected you for. That's what they elected you for. Make some efforts. When the people see you making some efforts, I gave you another example of Basel community. Though the broke part of Basel, but when they make some efforts, which the honor president said the administration, we made some efforts that with the Basel Brotherhood. We didn't neglect the people, even when they talked about those other. I went there and I said, well, what's it on you? I said, you can do it. I will give you another example in Booster Quarters. Mero Bro went there to break down the entire 2 Booster Quarters and go to Capitol Hill, talking about feudal rules and all of those things. I said, what's the compensation? Do you know that some soldiers that lived in Booster Quarters since the 60s, they went to Congo to fight? Okay? They went in the Congo to fight. Okay, Labrador sent them as peacekeepers. In the Congo, some of them there, they had their properties there. Are you going to break everything down with all compensation? With all resettlement package? Solomon George and I stood in front of the bulldozer. The place I built a house for the lady that got born. When you enter into Booster Quarter, that entrance, I think that's the second or third house that I built for the lady that got born. They use it sometimes as a church also, or house. Okay? We prevented the government from doing that. In fact, there was a time that became Mirabel recklessly breaking errors in District 8 and other areas. We moved on to declare non-governmental material. Yes, we issue a vote of no confidence in her and said we'll now work with her launch at the Senate Corporation. That's one of the reasons for which we declare her a non-governmental material. We use our legislative authority and impact. Okay? My man, let me tell you, where sometimes the law is, where politics is, sometimes you miss the politics with the law. It's that argument. Okay. And that's your advocates. Everybody say, oh, you know, Acarous, the thing you're talking about, the Unity Party chairman just said he condemned it. Why you condemn? When you respect the rule of law, they broke the place down. So why you condemn that? You condemn the demolition of the place? That means you yourself don't respect the court decision.
So the place is already down. They broke it down. Everything over. What's the way forward?
There's the way forward. There's the way forward. Those who have claims, okay, can go to court. Those who have claims, those who have these can go to court.
But they already broke their property.
No, that's one. Yeah, they can have. They can pay back.
Okay.
If they write through the court system, they gotta go to the court. The court will not hear what you didn't take to the court.
Okay.
So they can go to court on that. Now, the other thing here is that the way forward is for the government of Liberia to intervene. Individuals will help. I believe individuals may help. Individuals will carry clothing, they will carry food. You know, you yourself, you can raise funds on the radio station, $100 or $200 you can carry and give. But how does that help them? How does that put this case back into school? Can the government negotiate with demonstration? This is a government school, okay? And elementary students, can the government negotiate with other private institutions in the area if they have the money and put this case there? That's a contingency plan that the government must have. It's a responsibility of the government to do so. The lawmaker is not even talking in that direction.
Somebody is saying these things should have been taken into consideration before the demolition exercise.
I do agree with you 100%. By now the lawmaker should have written the legislative flow. And he's a member of the committee on executive. Okay. He's the co-chairman on executive. So he has oversight on the Ministry of State for presidential affairs. You use your influence. All the business people you can go around to take money from in the district, in the name of the district, and give little to the people in the district.
You got evidence of what you say.
That's something that I know. And I don't want to ruin the chat room that they met. Wait.
You used to do it?
In the district, I don't do it. They bend people to respect. Go ask any one of them. They know about me very well.
How you know the men?
No, but because that's why sometimes you say, oh, the business people give me money, so I give this amount to you. He does that publicly. You go check your page. But I'm just saying to you, excuse me now.
You probably taking money from business people. The last time the man accused you of taking money from one of the GSM companies over the period.
Now, public record, you can check the GSM companies. I said exactly my interaction with them, but I will get them to that. But I'm very clear on that. Now,
so you say to make it not rush that one. You said to make it take money from business people.
But what you can do? He is starting the business people in district. A lot of people complaining about that. Okay, not only that.
That's what you're talking
about. No, but not only that. Not political talk. But let me justify something to you. When I got the information that he received money that night, I wrote it in the chat room. I said, "Oh, I heard that you received money from."
What kind of chat room you and President?
There's a district chat room we have. Everybody in the district chat room.
Okay.
So I said, "But I heard that you received money, and this is insensitivity."
Why you keep
to the plight of the people? Because I heard that you received money. Though you say you have spoken to the community, so I say, I hope the community chairman will speak on this subject matter.
Why did he receive the money?
Okay. But I was declared a man received $3.5 million.
Oh, okay. It was about the 3.5 million.
Yeah, but I knew that he had received some money, so I reported that to the people.
According to Yanti Toba of OKFM, he reported that Mr. Eric Fellow Nangwe, confirmed that he presented the 3.5 million.
But I'm saying to you, did he tell the people that the people who came to possess?
Maybe Eric Nangwe told him not to disclose his name.
But then why Eric announced it afterward? Why he spoke to the journalists? You reporting from the journalists, not me. Okay? Why do you think he did it? Probably because it backfired. Maybe he thought that the man wanted to eat the money. So he had to announce it. And that's what this board does. Okay? But I don't want to be personal. I don't want to be petty with him. Okay? Though he's been petty with me for 2 years. Okay. I read it. Personally, I don't want to be petty with him.
Okay?
He's history already. Just this thing is for destruction. Just this incident where you can, let me tell you about District 8. One of the cardinal things the people respect in this district, in many districts, is your ability to stand for them.
You think he's not doing it?
He has never done it. You go and tell the people, say, I can't do nothing. When your children in the house, crying, Papa, no school fee, man, look at your children and tell them, say, I can't make it. Somebody can go hang himself. One of your children will kill themselves. You know that? Okay? He dropped the ball too low. He dashed the hope and aspiration of the people. Look what happened to the Capitol building. I just saw it on Spoon. People boo the lawmaker and say they don't want him. He's the chairman on claims and petition. Your district people take a petition to the legislature and you don't march with them when they are in a distress. Acarous Moses Gray. We have gone to Satan community.
You're saying that because you're not there.
But I did it.
Okay.
No, I did it. And that a public record, I'm talking about there or not being there. I would have gone to Satan, I would have mobilized those people and taking them to Capitol building if they wanted to go to Capitol building. But the people said they don't even want you to receive the petition as chairman on claim and petition. They said, no, don't come. Your co-chairman came and disgracefully took $200 US to give it to the people. What kind of insult they can't money with the $200 US? That $200 US will send the people children to school. You know how many kids out of school? Look at that lady crying. Look at my daughter. Look at my son in JJ Rivers. You know how many people have been reaching out to me? A lot of people have been reaching out to me.
Let's go over to the 12th Street, Jalatown corridor. Now, this one ain't happened yet. You are flagging it. What do you think is the best way to do it? Because you were saying the government want to use Executive Mansion through Tottenham Boulevard as the presidential route. We want to use it and open an alternative route that will drive through the entire, Jonathan corridor. The demolition ain't started yet. What is your best advice, if you were the lawmaker at about this moment?
I should not even be advising the lawmaker because it's not my job. I'm not paid for that. That consultancy fee will be paid. Let me tell you what is my suggestion. Let me tell you my suggestion to the Minister of Public Works.
Okay.
Because they are the one that should do that. And to the government of the Republic of Liberia, not to the lawmaker. Because the lawmaker is just puppet string. Okay. The government of the Republic of Liberia. The government of the Republic of Liberia is now ready to pave from what the place name? Slipway, all the way to other side. Yeah, but they don't have a dime in the budget. They have no money. Like President Boyka went and dedicated the Ministry of Justice complex. Broke ground with all a dime being placed in the budget.
We're going to go to other national issues.
No. I'm just saying to you similarly. What you do is that you don't break that area down. Because if you begin to break it, will be in the rainy season. A lot of people will be affected. Churches will be broken down. Schools will be broken down. The government is now ready to carry on development in those areas because they're struggling even with the RI area.
And so you think
the government should not venture. They should hurry. I'm not against development. Assuming that the government gets money, what the government needs to do is to compensate all of those people, whether squatters or not. Now, let me tell you, international partners, when they give Liberia loan or grant, in that money, they can have maybe $5-6 million for resettlement. Whether you're a squat, go along the highway.
That's the right payment.
Yeah. So they pay all those people along the road. Whether they are squatters, whether they are property owners, they go. No partners will do that because of humanitarian concern. What happened to the people of Satan is a serious human rights abuse by the government Republic of Liberia.
You made the people homeless.
Yes. To make them homeless, not only homeless, you made them homeless, you made them hopeless, and you deprived them of basic social services. You deprive them of shelter. You only deprive them of shelter. You deprive them in case of education.
Somebody would have said, why are you talking? Just wait, let people break all the houses down. It will help you to come out of power because people will get more angry. Why are you advocating?
No, it's not. Is that what I want? I don't wish death upon people because I disagree with that.
Okay.
No, you heard a lady yesterday, the lady that spoke to the media at the court. She said, with all my differences with him, he stood for us. No. We Ottawa born, I don't know about your mom, but I know about Joe we are. Especially those we are Libra.
We came before you people.
No, we got with him hard.
Okay.
The Libra people believe, in fact, we believe in justice. So no matter what the situation, nobody against development. They want to do the slavery rule like we had it in the plan. Last minute time to do it, we didn't do it. We just put some crush racks and all that in there. You want to do it? It's a good thing for the country. Make no mistake. But do you have the money to do it now to bust all the way to War One community? And then you use the Charlestown route. And when you get in the major cap, then you bust through the people homes. You know what you're talking about? They had a meet. They said they had a meet. They sent circular. They supposed to have a meeting 10 a.m. this morning with all of those people. There are tens of thousands of people who discuss it. So, what the United Party has a history of breaking down people's properties.
You are a leader in the district now. If the lawmaker is not standing up, to intervene prior to these demolition actions, people will want you to step in because you are an alternative leader.
You thought like one of the older men yesterday, one of the older men, who had vehemently opposed me when he saw me yesterday. He said, we need your voice. We need you. Not as representative, but to add your voice because we may be displaced. Some have been living here for 60 years. Some people have been living here for 50 years. And being on this radio station is part of the way that I can help you advocacy. I believe God gave me the gift, and that gift is my voice. I believe the entire government, including the Ministry of Public Works and all the people, even the president driving through Jeremiah Kun, all of them concerned about that. I called on them publicly to halt that process because...
You mean to clear from slipway all the way?
Yeah, they should halt that process because they don't have money in the budget to do the work. They don't have money to do the paveway.
Assuming they got the money.
They don't. Not only that, they have a resettlement package for the people.
So your issue
if they put everything into place,
if they get the money,
the government has around a dungeon or eminent domain. I can't debate that. But they put everything into place where they're ready to pave the road, they're ready to provide good junior system down there for the people. They're ready to pay the people up. those who will be on the alleyway or whatsoever. But this is my challenge I've had to the government. And I want to challenge them publicly. And that's where President said stop. When I stood in the district, I said, look, you are breaking the poor people area, you say in alley. When you're leaving from here on the left-hand side, going to the water side, other area, you people are breaking the area. The same 5th Street area, the government went and said they want to open the road there. They're ready to pave the road. So I remember again, I said, no. I would die if you shoot me today, you would shoot me, but we're not allow it to happen. I said, guess what? Man, bro, and the government of Liberia, go on the right-hand side of Cinco, go into the beach.
The beach side.
Start on 3rd Street. How many affluent rich people homes on the alley? Please, I beg you, take the camera there. The alley is so tight up. Sometimes only one car can go through, the other car have to wait on the right hand side going to the beach.
I know that.
Okay? I want you to go there. I'm not against the Melody, but the Melody Church in the alleyway on 14th Street. The compound is in the alleyway. Are you going to break it down? Are you going to break the Topman building down? Near City Hall? Okay. The road should go straight, but they bend the road like L. They refuse to break it down. Are you going to break it down and go straight down into Jarastan and Satan and break the other affluent people home, okay, on the main road there? But only the poor people? Only the masses have stood my grounds. I remember that day on 5th Street. I used to go eat to my friend place down there. We sit there, work for cook, we sit there all the time because I was living across the road on 5th Street. I stood my grounds and said, no, this cannot happen. If you want to do it, it should not be selective justice.
You did that as a lawmaker.
Yeah. No, it should not be selective justice.
Okay.
I don't believe in it's selective. Selective demolition. President Biden in the alleyway. In a deep care is a recipe for serious chaos and accident. Ria, look at that deep care. President Biden property.
But you were, I mean, the government just left power was your government. Why did he?
Our responsibility was not just to break it. No.
President, I mean,
no, excuse me.
No,
listen. President we are beside becoming President of the Republic of Liberia as a humanitarian.
Okay.
No, it's him or her. It's like you go and attack the former president Hollywood. Say, oh, you hate it, man. You won't kill it, man. All of those things. But President Biden in power now. If you're breaking out, they ain't breaking a horse down. Part of a horse. Even a fence at the back there, they ain't break them down. Yes. That's what I'm saying. And I want you to look in my face good. Okay? Because you're looking at me, you seem to be astonished.
No, I mean,
and if President Biden is serious,
the point is,
they're not done already anywhere. Look at the structures they're breaking down. Look, we said that, look, you can't break areas down. We must put the people in the market who will build more market building. So what you want to say about Samuel Doe? He built market building to put the people there. So what you want to say about Ellen Johnson? At the point in time, she was building market buildings too. For the welfare of the people. When they will jump out, they say, you go water side. When they go water side, then they beat them all water side. The simple vote for them. When you go to Douala, you say, okay, we'll beat the people of Douala. You think that's a solution? In an economic devastating situation of this country where people are hungry, Liberia is one of the hungriest countries in the world, and you sit down, no remedy, no solution, and you're speaking big bold. It's not Queen's English, you'll go and speak to the people on the street. If you think aligned, goats, look, I was just passing through Satan. The tears almost set in my eyes. The people, they just usually conglomerate at the hour and just standing up. Take the camera there.
Wow.
They are homeless. If government is responsible, after 72 hours, your people still remain homeless. You have made no intervention. Zero intervention. And yesterday, I was passing through Satan, the people listening to your radio station. Okay? I was proud. They were listening to your radio station. The people are homeless. People are worried now. Some people got pressure. Besides the places that broke down, they want to do on the land side from Slipway all the way. So people are worried. That's why I walk into the communities, into some areas. So some people are just worried. People are devastated, and they don't know what will happen to them next. Some people texted me today. They said they won't start moving because they don't want to be in the situation. It's pathetic. That's what is government of Liberia responsibility. Okay. You can say great talking politics. Anything you want to say, hey, that you not. Anybody wants to say anything, I accept it. Okay. But my responsibility, not just as former senior official of the government of the Republic of Liberia, ranking member of the legislature, I've always had a responsibility on humanitarian grounds to people. It's a public record even before I became a lawmaker or joined any political institution.
So beyond politics,
yeah,
the survivability of the people is very paramount at the moment.
That's why we discuss it.
It's about time you put whatever rivalry between you and Prince Toll, the lawmaker, and say, look, Prince Toll, come. I believe this is what we should do. This what we should do. Even though you're the lawmaker, why can't we think outside?
There's no rivalry. Forget about that.
No, but the man defeated you, and there is a possibility.
No.
You may defeat him again.
No. There's no rivalry. You know, some other people in a man can one fight. That two people can fight, right?
Some people say
people say
that when you go back as representative.
No, wait now.
He is the current representative. So automatically by default there is a rivalry.
No. Listen, you see, I think on your show, okay, FM, I ask people to work with him. You understand?
It's not about asking people to work with him. It's about you yourself must have the courage to call him and say, look.
No. You see, it's like Joseph Boyer that's supposed to go to where and call him and say, you get the bigger stake. I don't have the adequate. The first thing here is that he's not even going to listen to me. So what I do. I don't need him to listen to me.
How will you say he will not listen to you?
No. I don't need. Well, child, I know what happened there. Okay, I don't need him to listen to me. What I need now, or what the people of Satan need. Forget about Acarous Moses Gray.
Why is this man realizing?
It's not about him.
You know why? I mean, I think I should have listened to Representative Gray, regardless of whether.
No, it's not. No.
It's not the phone that call you. What are you going to do?
If he even call me, I will speak to him. He's not an enemy. I will talk to him.
All of these pieces of.
But that's not the issue. The issue now is not about Gray, Prince Toll, or Rufus Nouvelle or anyone.
Okay.
The issue is about the people of Satan.
Okay.
The issue is about the people from Slave community all the way to 12th Street.
Mm-hmm.
So the government should find a solution to that. That's why I'm here for that. I'm not in studio to go discuss about somebody who has been puppet string. No. So it's not my responsibility. My responsibility under my voice, under this revolutionary voice, is to call on humanitarian institutions to go out and help our people. My responsibility is to call on the national government. I have done that to ensure that they provide shelter, they put this case in school, the government have a resettlement package, and those who want to go to court can go to court. It's their responsibility. I did not come to studio to kind of criticize Iwe Nangbe and insulting or insult the lawmaker. No, it's not. Now I came to studio
even though you say the lawmaker is a puppet.
Yeah, but he's a puppet. Being a puppet is not an insult. People that vocabulary.
Okay.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah. Somebody say words are meant to be used, so we are using words.
Somebody in the district.
What I learned. Political science as minor. They got puppet leaders around the world.
Okay.
No, it's not an insult. No, it's not an insult. I only apply my political science jargon. But not the issue. You may not understand because maybe the economics or all of things. Yeah, so the journalists, you're not political journalists or you legal journalists. You put me under your voice. Certain people that are concerned.
The situation in Satan happened because, according to you in the presentation you made, the lawmaker did not.
That negligence on the part of the lawmaker
did not step in sooner.
Yeah.
Now there is a potential situation like you keep referencing from the Slaveway area up to 12th Street. There are records to show this administration under President Bouaka where people advise it, don't do this, and they go ahead doing it regardless of whatever people will say. I can tell you about the Supreme Court order.
I know that.
To work with Kofa as a
the level of insensitivity. But do you know what history will remember? Okay. So history will remember that there's a voice who advised them.
That's what my
history will remember. You must do something.
So my take is
they say the only way evil rap box said the only way evil can work and good is for the few good people to do nothing at all.
So
so the people themselves will have to stand up at a point in time. Not violently. They have to stand up because they voted for the government. This is their government. Some did not vote for the government, but still it's their government. Okay? All the lawmakers who got defeated, we're not even going to talk for the people who say, but they beat me. So what the essence of me talking for them? Just imagine 83 votes different. Okay? All the people say, but Aka, what are you talking for? Okay? But no, it's my responsibility, it's my nature. It's my stance, even before becoming a lawmaker, to stand up in defense of the downtrodden and the masses out there. That's my job and my responsibility.
And I'm saying, assuming all of these things you're saying regarding the Slaveway to 12th Street area, assuming all of these pieces of advice are not taken, and the government decides to say, look, let's go ahead and go sit down. We will do what we want to do. We ain't got no resettlement action payment for the people. Even though we got money in the budget, but we're just playing. Let's be looking at it, open it out, be looking at the river and do it. If that information is confirmed, that maybe the government is about to do it maybe next week or 2, 3, 4, 5 days ahead, you're not a lawmaker. will you sit there as the alternative leader in the district and the government do that without stepping in?
I don't want to say alternative leader in the district.
You're the alternative leader.
No. I don't want to say that. Okay, but I just want to say this.
Where the current lawmaker,
No, my job also is to conscientize our people.
Okay.
I believe that these people can get together. I will call the community chairmen involved. I will call them on the line. I will go into some of the communities like I did yesterday.
Okay.
And I will tell them, you got to take a preemptive strike. You know what is that preemptive strike? To mobilize the people who will be affected and go to their direct representatives.
Go to the lawmaker office
and petition them.
Okay.
The legislature, to petition the legislature or petition the presidency or go to the Ministry of Public Work because the Constitution calls that you can petition functionaries of government or go to the Ministry of Public Work. They can get in enormous 1,000 to 2,000 of them. Okay, they can peacefully assemble in front of the Ministry of Public Works and say, this is what we heard that will be happening to us. We're not anti-development, but what's the development plan you have for this area? What's the payment plan you have? Let me just tell you something today. Okay. You see Jobeta Market, Nese Bido Market, I think one Rosemary or whosoever councillor, they claim that place under presidential leave.
Wow.
They say it was their property, yes. Some of those built that place, the people brought 1822 or 1840D. Do you know that the government, we had to negotiate the pay for the place? I get another example. Is this Slave School right here? The fee in the school.
The government bought the place even though the Nezado market was...
We had to repay. Wow. I can tell you why. I'll get an example. In Soniwe, where I built the school, though they had defaced the value of the school now, where I built the school, there was a project there by the government Republic of Liberia, very tiny hot, called Parawa hot, very tiny. Okay, because the government on Sunday they even build the clinic there, the health center there, and they had a project with the World Bank to do those things in those communities. I don't know, communities were not very congested. So we wanted to do a school because we wanted to do a school from 1st grade to 4th grade, and then the children can migrate to Charles D.B. King in 5th grade or demonstration school in 5th grade, then you complete 6th grade.
That's right.
So yeah, so the community said that we went there, we brought down the structures that were there, the initial structure, just some shanty structure, and we decided to build a school, 4 classroom school, very decent one.
Okay.
We decided to do. Guess what happened at the end of the day? Our family came with Joseph Jiggin Rawadi. You know, some don't pay for the place, right? But you know what the government didn't do? They didn't survey the area. They didn't put the area name in the name of the government or the community. Most areas, yes.
So they went.
So guess what? That's what they were talking about, that particular spot where the government had a construction there before.
Okay.
And the people went to court. The people went all around. At the end of the day, we had to pay, I think, 10 or 12,000 United States.
Wow.
Yes. And I bought the land in the name of Soniwen community. I was given the deed, officially, the original deed of that place. And that's how we built that school. Again, another example was Representative 2 is building Jalastan. The late Rufus Nobel father, the late father, Mr. Nobel.
Okay.
Johnny Foya. Okay, the Foya company used to be represented in the district too. Guess what? They had a tiny area down there to the place they got Princess Bailey. They called me and they said, my son, they land for us. When we went there, one Josh said that he plays. You know another person that came? No. Peter Bonanjara. The Minister of National Security by them, not the one that is.
Oh, okay. Okay, all right.
Yeah. They said that I will play with Unjalastan. They got some D's. I said, wow. So we gave some money to one of those who were contesting. So I said, you bring a D. You got a D. Now Peter Bonanjara, other man. The guy could not bring a D. So I said, no. Okay, for you okay now. We can't give you no extra money. We'll pay some money. So what we do here is that they place us there. So we decided that we'll build there. We negotiated. We said we'll build there. I said we wanted to build a clinic. You know, if we're going to win, we're going to build a community clinic there because they really need a community clinic.
Okay.
So the old people said no. For now, the people who could come and clean this place, they could waste there, my son. Just put a Parawa hut there so we can come and be sitting with the community people. So we built a Parawa hut. Okay. There was a structure there where the National Elections Commission also used for voting in Charleston area. That's the spot there for voting, where Prince is now. When Prince came, he destroyed the structure to destroy legacy. I don't have problem with that. Putting another.
No, they put
yeah. But listen to me. I don't have problem with that because we wanted a clinic. It was not the essence of that.
Okay.
We actually wanted a community clinic or community school name in the community.
Okay.
Okay. So because we are administration, there was no legislative project placed in the budget for any execution. So the 6 there was 0 because the COVID for legislative. Fortunately, the king they got legislative project. The legislative project will go on. Ellen will build the school in so anyway.
Okay.
I mean, I should explain that. A lot of people don't know about that. Okay, but at the end of the day, I ask a question what the lawmaker even want to build. For example, you say capital, you buy the land in the name of the community. That even if you lawmaker tomorrow, the community can possess it, that another family cannot come and possess it. Because there's a tendency of some lawmakers, I want to tell you today, they use government money to do construction. As soon as they leave a lawmaker, the private land, they finish negotiating behind the scene with the land owner, then they possess the property. Government laws on it. Absolutely. That's one of the challenges we have in the district.
Okay.
A lot of people do that. I can tell you today. So the community, for example, in capital should be demanding the deed in the name of the community. Like in Sony, when they want to build a police station there, okay, because that thing been in the pipeline for long, the deed should be in the name of the community. They should survey it and ensure that the deed goes through all of the legal processes so that tomorrow one family cannot come and claim it. I know I'm talking about I live in the district, that a lot of things, there's no community in the district that we didn't do a physical project or impacted whether educational or other things in District 8 of the 22 community. I challenge anybody.
Okay.
Whether it will be education, whether it will be a hand pump, whether it will be a latrine, whether it will be a school being renovated, whether it will be drainage, for example, or renovation of a Padawa, whether it will be Raditown Market or Jobertown Market, facing for students to go to school. Everything with that. So I just talking about project and you be laughing as though you passing around, you know what happened. And when I became lawmaker, the entire thing was defaced in terms of pay rules. We had to talk to SSF and fight on them for them to face the entire single. Charleston never had electricity when I became lawmaker. Busha Quarter never had electricity when I became lawmaker. So anyone never had electricity when I became lawmaker. Capital Baba said I said he never had electricity when I became lawmaker in 2012. The first communication I wrote was to the Liberian Electricity Corporation of Rural Communication and Legislative Flow that Ellen had committed herself in 2006 that in 6 months more will be electrified. I held her feet to the fire consistently in this area. 90% got electrified before I left.
Okay.
And 90% of the rules were being paid. Okay, but that's not the issue. We're not going to blow our trumpet here, but to be frank with you, representation is a very important thing in this district.
And you think it is lacking?
It's lacking. It's seriously lacking. Representation, standing for the people, is very essential. You go out when you come down, I don't care what you do. Okay, you must represent the people. Now there's an early warning of demolition. I just said it here, and you know about it because the Public Works Ministry sent a survey team and all of those things.
Okay.
So the community people should get together now for Slave Raspberry Valley, Warren, Jarlastown, the Plonko, the Jogbertown, the 9th Street, going to 12th Street. They should get together and tell the government that you don't have the money now. Are you going to reset to us? What are you going to do? They can petition functionaries of government. That's the way I can help. That's the conversation that I'm having now.
Okay.
Okay? And I will elevate the conversation. Obviously, I don't say something. Now I've not spoken on District 8 thing. I don't speak on. I will not talk about the lawmaker after today or the issues. Yeah, but I will talk about concern matters affecting the district, affecting the Republic of Liberia. I think it's about time that we get out of our shell and stand up for once for our people.
Okay, we're gonna leave your district and go to the national scene. Then we go and have the views of the people listening, specifically those from your district. A couple of days ago, the president addressed the country, the State of the Nation address. He made some claims, and we want to hear your say on it. You've been speaking on other platforms. We want you to come and tell us here. Why are you guys doubting that the president created 70,000 jobs in the last 2 years?
The president, we will say that boy can lie, a minister can lie, all of them can lie. They are hustlers. You know what? President Boyka is a pathological liar. Let me repeat.
Okay.
He's a pathological liar. Postman, the data that President Boyka used by that institution, do you know in 2022, that data told us that we have 104,000 persons employed. Do you know that data when we left 2023 said that we have 75,000 new person employed? So break out down 70,000, I mean in traffic. Is that employment we should boast of? When the Zogos, the people you call the wayward boys, that the people can call Zogo, when they picking up die, that employment. When they come to your house, they go on the downside, they pick up the die to carry up. That's what boy are calling employment. When the kids in dry zone area on the highway are busting cross racks that should be in school, President Boyka calls that employment. When you took over 5,000 jobs away from people who are on supplementary payroll or people who are on consultants and other things, and then you want to boast of employment, the people who been selling, St. Joseph Jingen Rawat and President Boyka said that employment, that new employment. When you break down people markets along the roadside, you demolish and you destroy, and they lost their market, they lose their markets, and they cry profusely. And you want to boast of employment? The president was absolutely not in error, but he became a pathological liar, one who had excessive desire for lying.
This is what you're.
Let me show you the second position, the second place. Besides his excessive desire for lying on jobs, the president said the number of roads that they paved, the almost 1,000 some kilometers of road.
The Ministry of Information, apologized for that. They said the information was incorrect. They already apologized. Why you still?
But excuse me, why apology? If somebody wrote a speech for the president, okay, the one I said the man that puppet head of state. No, wait. The one even saying it's a stooge because they are using it to say something. Okay, people wrote and they gave it to you, and you embarrass the entire country in front of the international world, and no action is taken against those who presented the data to you. That means you support it.
The government apologized.
The Bani said the president is spineless. Apology is insufficient. Practical dismissal action should be taken. The information minister can apologize for the president.
They said, they said
so the public works minister could not apologize.
The data was wrong.
So what the action the president took? So that been the bad line. The answer those say and kept, they'll say you can lie your way to power, but you cannot lie your way to govern. There is government. When you get in government, a different thing. Joseph Boyka got 40-something years experience. They claim that he's so educated. Your own speech. Your own speech. You imagine? Look, can you imagine former vice president who go to all the states of the nation asking a protocol person, I'm gonna tell the people to say that. So you say, I'm gonna tell the people to say that. You have my heart, they play too hard.
You have to know the problem.
So the other broken feed.
You have to consider his age though.
But then you destroy him already.
No, I mean, but
no, wait. Then a dementia. No way, then a dementia. That means a forgetfulness, right? It's a mental disorder.
It is not.
So do we need a president who has a mental disorder on the basis of the age?
It is a normal thing for an old man, 80 years of age, to forget about simple things.
What? Disgrace the nation in the public? That's the presidency we are discussing.
Is it a crime to ask for your hat? The man said, give my hat.
Let me say another thing. Leave give my hat. Because they play hard. They go to the area, should I ask the people to say that? 40 some more years. Do you need a speech writer to tell you?
An old person can forget.
Or you forget to tell the people you can have your seat?
You will reach that place and do the same thing.
No, but then I will not contest for the presidency.
Okay.
I will not even contest for being a lawmaker. Because who am I representing when I will forget everything? Him of forgetfulness. So if this president is forgetting everything, that I mean a puppet president. No. The Bani said he's spineless.
James Bani, the senator?
One time he said the president does not have the spine. Yeah. Okay. You need that tip.
Okay.
He said he doesn't have the spine. The executive don't have the spine. Okay. Not only that. That they don't say the economy in the toilet, but guess what happened? That they separate them boss now.
We're gonna go to.
No, that one is wasting on the sidewalk now. That one wasting on the sidewalk now. Destructively. Everyone feeling the pain now. That CDC and Unity Party been here, the hunger in the country. That CDC and Unity Party.
So back to the job issue. This is how your friend and brother Mo Ali was able to explain the kind of jobs that you people are.
You want me to attack Mo? No more than my brother.
No, it's not about attacking, but this is what you said.
This is what he said. They are gainfully employed.
But when you ask them, are you employed? They tell you no. Those who own keke, they are riding. They are gainfully employed. The people who sit on the street to shine shoes, they are employed. The people who go to local, like all of those who ride cars, they are gainfully employed. You heard Mo? No, but no. So with all due respect to Mo, I would advise Mo not to even be speaking for the government. As a head, publicly, I want to say this. It's a head of some SOEs, part of the SOEs, right? It's a head of an SOE. What else you are? No, yeah, but technically, those are very professional, skillful areas, technical areas, let me just say. Okay, like LT and all of those areas. Leave it with the politician. Why Amos Troy not the general of the party? Am I right? He's the Secretary General of the ruling party, Amos Troy. Why the party chairman is not talking? He's on the board of NPA. He's the chairman. Okay. No, why the party chairman? No, listen. Mo is my brother. Mo is a blood. No, we're not just family. We have a blood tie.
So you're saying the
Keke Riders, Mo were trying to struggle. He was drowning in the Marina Trench. You know what is the Marina Trench? It's the deepest part of the ocean when it comes to the Pacific Ocean, the deepest part of any ocean in the world. You know, I taught geography, so I know exactly what I'm talking about. So Mo was on a little straw, looking for defense. You know, that broomstick for survival, swimming to come to the edge of the water. Okay. So Mo will talk about people who lowing car loaders. Okay. You will talk about keke people. They are gainfully employed. You took them off the streets. Do you know how many people want all the businesses? Do you know how many people cannot report the amount of money they were reporting because you took them off the streets? The level of destruction, the number of motorbikes the police took and destroyed or parked at the National Police Headquarters or other areas. Do you know about that? Are they concerned about the welfare of the masses of there? Do you boast about people that you took nothing less than $1 million for registration of their pen or their keke and you took them off the street? Do you boast about them? It was an embarrassment. I know Mo very well. Very smart young man. Okay. But I look in Mo's face. Play the video and look at Mo's face. I laugh at him. You know? I laugh because he was struggling. Even with the paper he presented. Okay? You never had the 2024 and 2025 results in the paper. But the paper you presented, your own data CDC provided more jobs. Okay? You shot yourself in the legs. Okay, Mo is my brother. He's like a son to me. We live together. And he said the Keke Riders. Okay, all of the people. So I got a lot of respect. Mo is a very smart young man. Say anything you want to talk about Muhammad Ali. Okay, that is official name, the Muhammad Ali. Say anything you want to say about Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali is one of the brightest Liberia can boast of. But when it comes to the issue of defending a government that has failed, I can tell you that Mo does not have the capacity to defend the government adequately. Because every time you defend the government, you shoot yourself in the legs. And this government is defenseless. The defense is open. Anybody can just walk through and score goals. They score their own goals. The government has scored the highest number of own goals than any government in the history of this country. The any government. Wow. Somebody go dedicate ministerial complex. It's a ministry of justice complex. Justice complex. That's the whole that you take the camera there. I want the journalists after you or tomorrow to go to where President Boyka dedicated. You see a big pit there. Okay? There's a D. Samuel Doe did the groundbreaking of that place, they dug that place, and then they walked in. And guess what? Doe was Minister of Agriculture under Samuel Doe. In fact, he was a major. Joe Boyka, he was a major under Samuel Doe. He was a major. Doe get all of them rank. All of them Doe get that rank and put AK-47 in their hand to defend the state. Every one of them. So that probably know about gun business, don't underestimate. Okay, that's why you see him heartless as he is. A man who work under different governments. The one I listen to Zopen talking about 50 cents being on rest for every government at Burger King and Chinche. That means Zoe even accusing Uncle Samuel Doe how evil you can be that. You even accusing Ellen Johnson that you voted for twice. So how you can be short-sighted like that? Some people that are good at talking, they can just talk rubbish, gibberish. Anything I get in the mob, they will just speed it up. Rubbish and gibberish. Okay. You want a tax CDC, but you say 1847. They think been happening. So do you think that on the CDC job where you are attacking? But Joseph Boyka was vice president for 12 years. And at the point over the agriculture sector. And he had to do a rest. But he knew 50 cents were coming to national government or individual. He did nothing about that. Zoe was senator for 20 years. He knew the secret. He said, I don't play that thing. You didn't say. Was there any 50 cent go? How possible is that? How possible is that? Okay. How possible is that? Okay? Then people should be charged for corruption, including Joseph Boyka. They've been trying to say they should even charge Samuel Doe.
I want you to listen to
this. They should charge Josh Weah.
I want you to listen to this.
Joe does not know what to say. But Grand Jury people will make that determination.
I want you to listen to this. There is a situation in the health sector. Recently, doctors, especially those who are in charge of operation, 7 counties, according to them, there are no surgeons. People who can do operation. They have
they reach out to me.
They reach out to you.
Yeah, they're reaching out to me.
I want you to listen to this guy and let's know what you make of it. Then we can wrap up.
January 15, 2028. For people forcing the Ministry of Health and making it look like a secret, they are making it look like a forever game. They keep following up.
So you are not then working.
You are not then working since the 15. 7 counties now, 7 counties have been deprived of our territory because of our assets. All that and after the investment, so many now do more investment. Over country, over 4 facilities, we have one man, or no country, no parliament, no parliament, no parliament. Patients are then referred for pregnant women, now the patient, but pregnant women who need to see session, emergency to see session. They are then referred for download or ambulance to GFK. What is GFK?
You heard it.
Wow. Insensitivity. When President Boyka said the people voted against incompetence. He said they voted against incompetence.
7 counties, they have to bring pregnant women from the different counties.
But let me just reciprocate. They voted for incompetence, not against incompetence. 40 years of experience, we still discussing bringing people from Sando to JFK because they don't have anybody there to help the surgeons.
The surgeons left the hospital, according to this guy. They're
the one that helped in the process. They help the doctors and whatsoever. They got a name for them. Yeah, they help in that process. So this guy is telling you that Lofa County, Joseph Boyka backyard, people dying there. Pregnant women are dying. The most disastrous thing that we can have is this. The most disastrous thing, my brother, is this. That women in labor, child labor, imagine that you must perform surgery on. You have to drive her from Lofa County to bring her to JFK. She will die. Killing its citizens because of neglect. It's pathetic. This is huge. The many discussions we had today, this is huge. That women in labor, childbirth, will die because of not just ineptitude by the government, but gross neglect. The same web workers who are seeking I will harmonize your vote. I wish you had that video here to play.
We got it.
Yeah, play that thing. When I listened to that thing and health workers were involved into the political dynamics and we left $5 million United States in the budget for them. And Boyka came and took it up. One of the health workers called me and said, my man, Sheen.
You sure?
We love yes, a lot of them. In fact, they got call me. He called me. They got call me about 2 months ago. He keeps sending me messages.
A health worker call you and say that.
The many of them.
The political talk you talking
about. No, okay. The other one that when I political talk, the men who thought that one thank God now for my mom they coming from. Somebody said I fire. They want that I fire. They want that the play not too long. That they got complaining that 7 counties. And all the counties are increased to now.
Wow.
When he spoke about them 7 counties. And you show insensitivity and Gafan go on air and tell the people say we increase health worker money. We did this. We're going against harmonization. That boy is dog.
Going to Gafan.
No, he legally dog.
Before we go take calls, going to Gafan. Gafan said the economy is now pushing to 18 hours.
18 hours where?
I mean, that's what he's reporting, that we're running an 18 hours economy.
Look, my friend, you want to know 18-hour economy? Take the microphone to the market centers. You know what people buying. When you say 18 hours economy or 24-hour economy, you know what I mean? Go Abidjan. Or go Red Danale. Go Accra. Go Accra. But everybody rushing home in Liberia. Everyone rushing home. Then the boy want to mislead the people. Even gas station, many of the gas stations, 95%, not 24 hours, they can close at a particular time.
And now the question is the tickets though.
So the man said the running, the man, can you imagine the man said the cancel harmonization? The man said the Ministry of Finance cancel harmonization. That is ignorant, legislative ignorance to the highest degree.
Okay.
No, I want to tell you, let me conclude on this. It's legislative ignorance. The harmonization is a law. Printed into a handbill. Only the legislature can amend or repeal harmonization. The judiciary cannot.
Okay.
The executive cannot. And not only that, we'll have a pay grade. Okay? So if people are making below $90, below $100, the pay grade should be $150. So if you carry up to $150, you know better your information that are making $40 US on an early administration. So if you took that pay grade of $150, then you say you cancel harmonization. Does the board understand the concept of harmonization? So when you cancel harmonization, you know what it means? It means the salary. You only pay in Liberian salary. The rest of the money you will bring back vehicle maintenance money. You will bring back scratch card money. You will bring back housing allowance. You will bring back domestic travel. You will bring back everything as allowances. We mush everything. We put everything together. Let me tell the ordinary people that listen. We put everything together under one and we cut it. That's why lawmakers in the House of Representatives get little over 5,000 US equivalent.
Okay.
And it's because of some of all the communication we wrote. We reduce it. We put it into one. You know, in the past, before we came to buy, you know what used to happen? Some ministry, besides the salary that they have, and in Alabama, some ministry have $1 or $2 million. You director and a director, minister can just look at you and say they may taking 1,000, you will give 5,000 every month. We cut out. How can the minister determine the pay of the workers in the building? The CSSU. It's not the minister that made that. And you know the minister used to take pay before, the appointed official used to take pay before the Silver 7. We put everything in one. The same way you appointed official taking pay, that the same way Silver 7 taking pay. Okay?
Okay.
We ensure that people pay through the banking system. You open your bank account so people can eat your money now and give you check. Then your boss may take the check from you and say that go discount your check. We cut off everything. It's just that our government did not explain harmonization. Harmonization. We'll say if you are making 1,000 and the other man was making 5,000, two of your director will bring two of your maybe to 2,500. I made the progress.
Okay.
Equal work for equal pay. The harmonization. But for government to ignorantly sit on a show with people who call and say educated people and say LTA, GAC, okay, LSCC and GAC were never harmonized. Let me repeat, LSCC, because integral institutions and GAC, they're now harmonizing. Okay. They already had a structure in place. So for that guy to ignorantly sit and say, you know, immigration people, on the island, some of them are making sense that you immigration, that in Boston, we took it to $150. We then conclude everyone. So that we know that why in concluding in Canada and carry pay off.
We gotta go take calls before we do.
No, my man, I was shocked when the panelists I saw asking Gafan question with a level of education to agree that the man said they had canceled harmonization to certain areas. Okay, it's mind-boggling. It's a high degree of legislative stupidity. What Edwin Snow proposed to look at the legislation, whether they could repeal or amend it, and normally Kanga say, okay, the protest normally Kanga say, okay, I think we need to look at it. That's the procedure. So if government get any suggestion, they will write an amended version of harmonization or try to repeal it. The president will present it to the legislature. But the guy passing around posting that he cancel harmonization. What authority the man has is not a lawmaker. That in short, if I in the legislature with someone in the guy explain, we'll play football or you put him on the stand and tell you how you cancel this act. Okay. The president cannot cancel the act of the legislature.
Before we go to the lines, this is what you are requesting for, though.
Yeah, I'm on my pay.
So the nurses,
the
nurses sung this song. Yeah, against
they
you.
say you're 20% against 0%. You know what 20%? 100% of your pay, 20%. The 80% in US.
So the nurses sang that.
So the nurses saying they want LD, right?
And today, today hospitals in nine counties,
they say no new employment. We harmonize your vote. But when we inherited the government from Unity Party, about 3,000 of them were not on government payroll. We put all of them on government payroll.
You haven't said the song is against you.
Yeah, I just saying to you, the politicize the health sector.
Okay.
Then somebody asks you, say, why you can't go to the other hospital? I see somebody singing that kind of song, I go there to Jumi with you with needle. No, I won't call you. Okay, you can go sit down on someone who say, I will give 0%. You know, 0% could be death. 0% could be equivalent to death. Somebody can against 0%, 0% of your life are death. That's why we got to depoliticize the health sector of our country.
So that's
what we need to do.
So
interestingly, after 2 years now. After 2 years. They say poor facility. The manage the local facility. They say poor facility.
No country, no problem. We will say no problem. Patients that they require for pregnant women, now the patient for pregnant women, we need to treat them in emergency situation.
Pregnant women.
Or ambulance to KFT.
Let me tell you, boy, situation. They say in this situation, they say to operate on the board so the baby can come out. Can you imagine now? All people should understand that. You know when a woman is in, let me tell you what.
So after the Sunday, the song against you 2 years.
No. Yeah. But let me give you an example. Let me tell you something. True story before you take the line. Okay. When I became lawmaker in New right on Papa's here, or living right on Papa opposite BMC. Okay. 3 to 4 o'clock in the morning. One lady came on my window cry. She was in labor.
Wow.
Okay. When I tell you that if I ever have money, you got sleeping now. I couldn't anyway. Sometimes you go to the bank, get money, so night you don't have money. Okay. I had to do something that night. Okay. I had to do something.
What did you do?
I had to find money to send her to the hospital. I had to do it. I had to go to the bank. I had to take her to hospital. One other one came with Calais one time. She said she in the brother. I wasn't to the house. They led her to the house. Right? She stayed there. She said, well, in labor, brother. I wasn't there. I think I was to work or went somewhere. The lady had to find money to send that lady. Unfortunately for her, the next day, the lady came to Capital Building and Solomon just said she in labor. The same lady, that one was hustling.
The same labor.
Yeah, that one was hustling. But this, for the woman to be in labor, a pregnant woman, and you got to perform operation for the child to come, but you know the pain she goes through. You know, child delivered are left and death. For any woman, for this government, Joseph Boyka, to sit down like in a place for ya. Maybe they will say that the people that are supposed to help to perform surgery, they put down the equipment, they say, because you're not paying or you're not catering to our needs. You know how many people dying?
Okay.
Do you know how many women are dying? The women of the country. If they were just we are done. The false advocates that have been standing for women that can't talk today, they close their mouth. They were been, where's the council of church? Where's the interreligious faith?
And that's
what the advocacy group, when destiny is happening in the country.
That's taking us to the last question.
When destiny is happening in the country, where are they?
That will take us to the last question.
Are they selective? Because Obama from Gibraltar became president of the Republic of Liberia. And you saw him playing football and you call football dead sport in this country.
The UP folks are saying.
And he brought dignity to soccer players in the country. So you envious for him, you jealous, you did everything to get him all the power.
The rescue supporters are saying under their watch as a ruling party. That thing CDC can be talking about. Joe, we are coming back, Joe, we are coming back. It's not happening. There's a particular perception in the public space that UP will cheat you. What are you scary? You will do nothing. You will concede again. You will say for the sake of peace, you will leave it. The last question will go to the line.
Okay, election has its own fever. They get malaria, right? And be passionate around looking for medicine. Some election get uncraziness. I'm speaking figuratively.
The people predicting their own craziness.
No, yeah. No, but excuse me. KOG, let me tell you.
Say your chicken.
KOG. Even unity partisans, who don't have jobs, some of them are neglected. They cannot afford to live that life again. 6 years from now, after in another 6 years. I want to talk about sedition.
Okay.
A transition that President Sedi said to go to President Weah. And President Weah made an ultimate choice of 17,000 votes. Nobody can thwart that. That